I don't know about where you're from, but around here, there's dignity of labor. So when someone is working for you, as long as they're delivering what you ask them to deliver, you respect them. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Queen Esther's Diaries, and this is Queen Esther. Yeah, this is Esther Diaries. I'm a nurse working and living in Germany for the last 6 years. And if you want good advice about moving to Germany to work, I have all the good advice. I think I have all the good advice. Just stay tuned and watch. So this video is that video you want to see if you're planning to move to Germany, if you're someone you know is planning to move to Germany, if you're sponsoring someone to move to Germany to work, to go to school. This video is that video you want to see. Yeah. So this is not a question and answer video. On this video, I'm going to be dealing with a lot of issues, like so small issues. I kind of put together a lot of issues that I couldn't put into a video. I couldn't make into separate videos. I kind of put all of them together to make this one video. So we're going to be talking about issues concerning sponsors. If you're sponsoring someone to move to Germany, applicants from West Africa and many parts of Africa, there is a peculiarity to you guys. Like, you guys are special. Mind you, I'm West African, so no shades. Thirdly, talking about employers in Germany. Many of you right now are trying to get jobs in Germany. I believe if you're seeing this video, then you're most likely trying to get a job in Germany or checking out if moving to Germany is a good thing for you. So about that, I'm going to be sharing a few things about employers in Germany. But before we go there, the Gesundheitspersonalnetz is looking to employ 1,000 nurses from Kenya in Germany. So if you are a nurse of Kenyan origin, or you live in Kenya and you studied in Kenya and you want to move to Germany to work as a nurse, this is an opportunity for you. Two things you must consider is that you must be willing to learn the language in the next few months, and also be willing to move to Germany in the shortest possible time. So if you are that Kenyan nurse right now watching this video, this is your opportunity. I'm going to leave a link under this video for you to click and apply. And just in case if you're asking, so how much is all of this going to cost? You're on scholarship. Yeah! I didn't hear this. You didn't shout. So there is currently a sponsorship available for nurses coming from Kenya. And if this is you and you're looking forward to move to Germany, please click on the link under this video, apply, and I'll get back to you. So this is supposed to be like a banter video. That is me ranting about things that I've experienced in all of this recruitment business. Okay, so I am not in the recruitment business. The Gesundheitspersonalnetz is. But since I have been learning more about them and working with them in many cases, some things have happened so often that I've just had it. I've had it. Some months back, I made a video while I was in Berlin and ranting about issues that had happened in the agency and with candidates that have joined us in the agency, coming in as nurses to work in Germany. Guys, it has not gotten better. No, it hasn't. So I heard that some nurses were wondering and were worried why it was difficult for them to get employers in recent time. Before, one of the reasons is that some of the employers are just outright racist. So when we have dark-skinned nurses applying to them, they are not likely to respond in time, or they take too long to finally tell us no, or they just say no altogether if they are from Africa. So that is not necessarily the agency's fault. It's just the employer who doesn't want some brown skin in their space. And they might have some reason for that, but we'll get there. I heard of this employer that did not employ a nurse because he said that the nurse was overly qualified.
No offense, but how?
So this nurse in question had a registered nurse certificate, had a bachelor certificate, and also had a post-basic nursing. Now, for many nurses who function in Nigeria and practice in Nigeria, which is my country, having these three qualifications is like the starting point. It's like when you get into the business. It's like when you finally make sense in the whole of this nursing. So for an employer to say that you're overqualified was actually strange for me on different levels. So why should a nurse have so many qualifications? What are they trying to achieve? So I get it, yeah. If you see my video about why I hate nursing in Germany, you understand where I'm going there. I get it, yeah. Nursing in many cases in this country have been looked down upon a lot, and they have just kind of put on the sideline. So they are the doctors and then they are the nurses. Like, it vexes me, but it is one of those things that I'm not able to directly influence right now. But before we get there, having a lot of qualifications have somehow become an issue for some employers. Now, while we are still trying to re-educate them that okay, nursing in these other countries require a little more qualification, requires going to the university, I implore you to come with some patience and with a lot of prayers because some of these employers are really, really funny. I even heard of stories of some being directly discouraged by some governmental workers, let's say civil workers in governmental agencies, not to employ from West Africa. That one, like, why? Why? Now they have their reasons, yeah? They have their reasons, and that's why I'm going straight to. Now I'm going to go straight for West Africa. Yeah, if you're going to crucify me after doing this video, please do. But I'm going to say the truth. Yeah, the truth of the truth, but nothing but that truth. Oh, yes. That's me right now. Like I've explained in many of my videos, candidates from West Africa, especially Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, not really Cameroon actually, because Cameroon is francophone, so they could get some support. But Nigerians and Ghanaians and many other countries in Africa actually do not get sponsorship to move to Germany. That means when you apply to us, we will send you a bill for you to pay complete. As of now, that bill is still sitting somewhere around 6,540 euros. But for some other countries like South Africa or Kenya, that bill is drastically reduced or even up to 75% off. In some countries, it's actually 100% off. And now you're wondering, why is this? Sincerely, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know I've had stories that they've had bad experiences with Africans in the past. They've had bad experience with Nigerians in the past. If you're watching this video and you're about to crucify me, I'm Nigerian. Yeah. Born, bred Nigerian. Let's start from there. So drop me. That place where you carry me go, so bring me down back. I beg. Ma talk. Ma talk my mind. I beg. Moving on. Even in the midst of this, the Gesundheit Personal Net still decides to take candidates from Nigeria. Now, this is not because we want to eat your money. It's because we are trying to make it possible for you, even as difficult as it may be, make it possible for you to move to Germany. Two of the nurses we have in Germany now are Nigerians. Actually, three. Three of them. I know three of them that are Nigerians. The journey was difficult, it was hard, but we tried to make that happen. We did our best to bring them over. And that is the same amount of effort we are about to put into your work, especially if you're coming from Nigeria. I know I've said Nigeria 500 times in this video, but you will keep hearing it, Nigeria. Some of you guys are just proud, just too proud. Like, your pride is just annoying. You have an agency actually trying to help you, but because you're paying the 6,000 euros, 6,500 euros, you're feeling like, oh, probably you feel like this is so much money for you, and whoever you're giving this money to should bow to you. Come on, that's disrespectful. I don't know about where you're from, but around here, there's dignity of labor. So when someone is working for you, as long as they're delivering what you ask them to deliver, you respect them, regardless of how rich you think you are or you actually may be, because you're probably very rich, you're probably earning crazy, you have inheritance, you're such a rich person. I believe in you, you have money, but please respect us. Don't be too proud. I'm begging. I beg. Thank you. And then there's this group of people that are so desperate to jackpot. Yes, so desperate to leave the country. I'm not saying it's wrong to leave your country. I'm not saying it's wrong. Me, I'm not in my country anymore. But there is this level of desperation that actually disqualifies you for the whole process. Because when you're that desperate, there's nothing you cannot do. And the last thing we need is someone to come and stain our records with their desperation. So they're willing to lie, cover things up. Oh, God. Calm down with the desperation. You are a professional. You are already needed. You are already priceless. You are already required in the economy. So you do not need to be overly desperate for us to work with you. Triggered. We already want to work with you. It is our business to work with you. So calm down with the desperation. Oh, then not talk about those that can't speak clear English. You'll be like, okay, if you cannot speak English, how are you gonna learn German again? How? So which language are we gonna be using to be speaking this German for you? Because we're not gonna use pidgin to teach German. We're not gonna use any other language but the official language in your country to help you, assimilate German. Mind you, your first interview with the agency is going to be done in English because we already understand you probably have not learned any German. Unless you already have learned German and you want to practice that with us, du willst dich etwas zeigen. It's okay. We'll let you express yourself in German and that'll be very beautiful. But we already understand that you can't speak German. But should you see the English that you have? Please speak it. And again, speak it very like speak simple. Don't try to be like trying, don't do it. Or some people write us letters and we can't read your letters. Like, hey, we receive a lot of letters already on a daily basis. Then you now write your own with bad English inside. Like, how are we supposed to now come and now be trying to decipher what you wrote? Is it coding? Is it coding we are writing or is it English?
Help me help you.
But anyway, let me calm down. Something else I wanted to point out, and this is some issue, and I think this is very tightly connected to the huge desperation to Jackpot, that is to leave one's country. So in the agency, we have a program for you. After you learn your German over time, like to your B1, B2, we prepare you for an interview with your employer. Now, during this preparation for interview, we teach you how to say what you want to say, when to say it, and we actually listen to you and watch how how you can keep a conversation going. That is very, very important. But there is this group of people that will skip that training because they feel like I got this. And then they skip that training, come for the interview, and they are just spilling out crammed words. And after cramming and talking everything have practiced, it's now time for you to listen to your employer and respond. You can't. Now you're sounding like a broken record, going back again. What they ask you, what is your favorite color? You start with your name again. Oh, it don't work so. What is that? I'm not making these things up. These are real issues. Please take advantage of all the facilities, of all the good things that the Gesundheit Personal Net is making available to you. They cost us hard work and we actually expect you to take advantage of them. Or is that such a hard thing to do? Now, there's this other group that gets me on my nerves. I'm sorry to say it this way. I'm usually a nice person, I think. Abby, I actually think I'm usually nice. But today, like, there's this other group of people that are just irresponsible and lazy. I'm sorry for the harsh words, but that is what you are giving us. That's what you're telling us by the things you do. So you have a CV or you are told to write your CV and you start telling someone to write your CV for you. The German CV is very easy. It's actually very easy to write. And in many cases, after you write the CV, many of the staff of the GPNC, the Gesundheit Personalness, will look through it and edit it and work on it a little. We just need you to create the skeleton or do a good job at it so that we don't have to work again. But no, some people will be like, how do they write this CV? Come and write it for me. Or some people will just write me and be like, oh, they want to learn German with me and they expect it to be for free. First of all, disclaimer, I do not give German classes. I do not offer German classes. I have friends who actually offer German classes, and I will be hosting one of them on this channel pretty soon. Very soon. Just check out some of my videos on the channel. I have probably already posted it or it's about to go up. I have friends who do this thing, but I don't. So don't come and write me. Don't come to me writing me and asking me to bleed to tutor you in German. I also expect it to be for free. No, it don't work like that. Someone told me the other day after I had shared the breakdown of the fees for the course and everything to move to Germany. She told me to convert it to Naira for her. This has happened just once in my life, a couple of times. And for a split moment, I thought to myself, it's either you don't have a calculator, or the phone you have doesn't have a calculator, or you don't have internet. But no, you're writing me on social media. I give you a bill in euros and you're telling me to convert it to your local currency. What level of laziness? What level of laziness is this? Help me now. Help me.
Help me! Help me!
What level of laziness is this? Where am I supposed to start from with you? Ah, God. Or is it the ones that will tell me to apply for them? Don't do this now. Don't do it. If you want to move abroad, something you must pay attention to or you must know is that you are telling yourself, telling your world, telling your family that you're ready to be responsible for your life alone by yourself. So, if that involves you doing applications, writing your CV, do it now. Do it. If you need assistance for such like this, things like that, if you sincerely need assistance, you can ask some of your colleagues, people around you to help you look at it, your friends, your family to look at it. Or if you're not sure, finish the work and submit at the Gesundheit Personal Net when applying, and then we'll look at it and help you fix it if we feel that it is not up to par. But trust me, the German format for CV is one of the simplest. We just need you to put highlights of everything. No details. You don't need to tell us stories of how you clean the patient and save them from dying. We don't need to hear all of that. They just need highlights. That's all that is necessary. Then there is another group of people that just lie. Oh, they lie. They lied.
She just lies and lies.
They lie about what they have learned, and the teachers also. They lie about their marital status. They lie about their children. They lie about the person sponsoring them, or even their relationship with the person they are sponsoring. It is tiring to keep experiencing things like that. These kind of issues are actually things that give we Nigerians a bad name when it comes to the employers. Really, these kind of little lies. So you are asked during the interview if you have children. You're like, no, I don't have any children. But then when you're moving over, you're now going to the back and trying to reapply at the foreign office for your children to be reunited. And you think your employer will not be informed that you have children. Why? So there's this story of a sister who was sponsored or is being sponsored, and I'm coming to the sponsors. Sponsors, I'm coming. My honorable sponsors, you guys are amazing people, but I'm coming. I'm still coming there. So there is this brother who, or a sister or girl, who was sponsored by her boyfriend, and now that's a whole lot of money for your boyfriend to be investing in you. Now I don't know if this boyfriend was in Germany or is in Nigeria. No, I think he's in Nigeria. You know, he's in Germany. Story time, blessing time. Let's go there. So this brother is in Germany and he's sponsoring his girlfriend in Nigeria to move to Germany. So he had paid more than half of the fees and she has started attending German classes. Only for her to carry belly. Yes. Her boyfriend is in Germany and she's in Nigeria. Now she's pregnant. She doesn't want to get rid of the child. I am never for getting rid of a child. But now she's pregnant. Boyfriend doesn't know. She cannot arrive Germany pregnant. She can't even keep up with her classes anymore because of the sickness that comes with being pregnant. And now we are stuck in between and betwixt. Should we keep taking money from your sponsor, knowing what's going on with you because you haven't told him yet? And then your sponsor is asking for progress on your schooling, and we are like, oh, you haven't been in class for a few days, and your sponsor is angry and trying to fix things. I'm like, and we are like, who? Telenovela. Like people live a straight life. Try your best to live a straight life. This bending up and down is not helping. And when it comes to paying up, the country, the nationality of people that have the biggest issues are Nigerians. Like, hell, do you know how many times I've been called by management of the Gibson Personal Net asking me what it is with Nigerians? How many times I've been told that they want to lock out Nigerians? How many times? You don't want to know how many times. Like, people, why? Why are we doing this? I know there is huge desperation in the land. There is probably there is lack, and people are sick, and people need money, and people need that. I hear you. I do hear you. But don't rub your desperation on us now. At least leave us with a good name. At least don't you like a good name? You are on good name when I not get a relationship. Live a straight life now. Just whew. Sponsors. Now I can see the bigness and the largeness of your heart when you're trying to sponsor your child, your brother, your cousin, your girlfriend, your boyfriend to move to Germany. But there are a couple of things that I feel like you should know. One thing is when we start this program, we already send you a bill for how much this whole program is going to cost and if there might be any additional costs. Please, when we send that bill to you, please count the costs on your side. Find out if you are able to make that payment. If you can make that payment, I would advise you make that payment once and let go. Because in many cases, we have people who say, oh, I'm going to make it in 3 installments, in 2 installments. And then after the first or second installment, that was it. Some people come and start asking for a refund for services you received.
They play. They play. They play.
Can you go to your primary school and your secondary school and tell them to refund you your money because you are not using the mathematics to do anything? You have not used all GBRAT now, so they should give you back your money. Can you try it? Please go. Tell me how you went. So, my friends, pay once. Try as much as possible to pay once. If you're not able to pay once now, then wait and save the money together and pay once. My second advice for you would be what my dad did for me when I was moving to Germany. At the time I moved to Germany, there was no agency of anything, so all of the cost was borne by my parents directly and by me and my family. Just say that way. Me and my family, we handled that cost all by ourselves. One thing my dad did for me was to count the amount of money I needed and put it in my account and let me go. I don't know about any other person, but that thing built a level of responsibility in me. I now knew how much that guy had given up for me, and I knew that I could not ask him for that money again. I knew it. If anything, I should even be thinking of giving it back because that money was heavy. For someone who was already in retirement, it was a lot of money. What I'm trying to say is, probably you should lend that money directly to the person you're sponsoring. Instead of contacting us as an agency, there is no need for that. This is not a kindergarten. This is not a school or any kind of children's school. Your sponsee, what do they even call them? Your benefactor? No. What do they call them? But whoever, whatever, the person you're sponsoring is an adult and should be able to be responsible for that money. If you do not trust them with that amount of money, then you should not even be sponsoring them at all. That means you can't even trust them with the responsibility of making that money work for you. In previous years, we had a lot of, let me not say a lot, but a couple of sponsors coming back to us and telling us, oh, they sponsored this person and their grades are not good and that. And like, how are we supposed to help this situation? That you sponsored an adult. This is not a child, an adult. You sponsored an adult, give an adult money and told the adult, oh, make use of this money for your good, oh, and when it yields return, glorify the Lord with it. But no, the adult choose not to come to school. And then you now come back to us and start asking us why. No, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Probably you chose to trust the wrong adult. Really, I've seen people who are trying to sponsor I would like call it a delinquent. Would I use the word delinquent? But I've seen people who are trying to sponsor family members who till now have not been responsible for their lives. And I'm like, this person hasn't been responsible to get a job where they are responsible for their own lives right now. And you feel that when you make this kind of payment to the agency, they will suddenly become responsible to go to school, to learn, to study, to prepare for their interviews and all of that. You suddenly feel that when you make this payment, they are going to be responsible. If you can't trust them with the money in their account, you don't trust them with the agency, let them go. We would rather have that less stress and focus on people who are serious than deal with people who are not willing to take their life seriously at all. It doesn't help us. It doesn't help anybody safe. So I've come to the end of this video. I hope you heard something that really helped you. If you have any real questions as to the things I shared today, please put it in the comment section. I will look at the questions later and make a different video answering all your questions. Okay, if you haven't seen my video of how I moved to Germany by myself with the help from nobody, you should check that out. I'm going to be linking up in this video. And yeah, see you in my next video. This is Queen Esther's Diaries, Esther, nurse working in Germany, and I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. Mwah! Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. God bless you. Yeah, bye. Bye.
You make me feel like I'm made of